Ausburne! Okay, hey, give it up for Ron one time, huh? Come on, make some noise. There we go. Yeah, that's right. I traveled all the way from exotic Northern California wine country to be here. Anybody ever get out to wine country before? Yeah, if you haven't, highly recommend you do. It's a great place to just go and escape diversity. It is just an absolute treat. Everything slows down to the speed of white privilege. It's like a home game for me every day. This is fun. We're having some fun out here. This is good. Saw a few masks on the way in here. Who's vaccinated? Make some noise. Vaccinated people, make some noise, huh? Good. Just wanted to see how we voted out here in Vegas. All right. No, I was one of those nerds. I was on that My Turn page right away, like hitting refresh every day. Is it my turn, Lord? Is it my turn? And eventually it said, yes, Steve, it's your turn. You can get vaccinated at Costco. I was so fired up, I didn't even check to see if it was going to be Moderna or Pfizer. It was Kirkland's Signature, but the good news is I don't have to worry about these boosters. Came in a 12-pack, so if you need some, I got some. No, this is cool. It's fun traveling for comedy again. Everything's all safe and sane. I mean, I recently did a show in Oregon. Anybody ever been to Oregon? Oregon's funky. Like, there's two very specific cultural hemispheres of Oregon, right? Southern Oregon, very conservative. A little bit of a State of Jefferson vibe going on, right? Northern Oregon, very liberal, like hyper woke. Like, makes San Francisco look like a Hannity audience kind of woke. Like animals should have the right to vote kind of woke, right? I made the mistake of referring to my dog as a pet, and I thought they were gonna murder me on the spot. Or, did you just call your dog the P word? I'm like, I don't think so. Like, yeah, you called it a pet, and that suggests a certain social hierarchy, and we're not about that life up here. These are our fur kids and our fur babies. I was like, oh, well, I appreciate the vocabulary lesson. For the longest time, I just thought fur kids is what Italians called their children. I had no idea. I can say that joke because I am Irish and I'm also gross, so it's fine. I'm newly Irish. Not that I converted. I was raised to believe that it was German. Like, my dad was very adamant. He's like, we're German. And what's not German is Austrian. And I was like, all right. And he's just very adamant about that. You know, come Olympics, celebrate the Germans. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a newer thing, I guess. And so we eventually got to a point where I took my 23andMe, you know, where you spit in the mail like a stalker, right? So I got my results back. I have no German. I have no Austrian. I have no idea who my father is. Like, this is a weird spot to be in. To find out you're adopted in the mail. Like, it is weird. But it is. It was refreshing to be Irish. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have a drinking problem. I have heritage. Oh my gosh, this is great. Very liberating. I didn't mention I have dogs. Anybody else have dogs? Round of applause. Dog people? I never ask where the cat people are because they rarely leave the house, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm joking, of course. Oh, there's always the aggressive cat lady, right? Yeah. Settle down. Somebody get her a laser pointer. Distract her. All right. Now, I have 5 dogs. Yeah, that's too many dogs. Unless you have a sled, that is too many dogs. And the reason why I have 5 dogs, we had 2 dogs, relatively normal thing to do. Then my wife said, you know, these dogs are gonna get old and die. And I'm like, great, that's something I'm not gonna stop thinking about for the rest of their lives. Like, no, that's gonna be super sad. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm trying now, actively. And she says, no, what we should do is we should get puppies. And then that will help console us when that eventual time finally comes. So we're just gonna dig the hole for these 2 and then just transfer our love right over to these 3. We're chain-smoking dogs. That's a weird thing to do. It's a weird thing to do. Married folk, round of applause. We got married people here. Right on. I too am married. I've been married for 28 years. Consecutive. I got 28 years of marriage. In addition to that, I have a 28-year-old son. So if you like origin stories in math, you can figure that one out. 28-year-old son, 24-year-old daughter, 23-year-old vasectomy, but I love all 3 the same. I'm joking, of course, the vasectomy is my favorite, but in my defense, it was the only one of the 3 that was planned. Hey, we're having fun. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun having adult children. It is a little different dynamic. Like a lot of lot of my friends, they had kids later in life, and like it was never more apparent the difference in our lifestyle choices than during lockdown. And like during the pandemic, we'd get together for our little cocktail Zoom hour, at like 9:30 in the morning or whatever, and we would just sort of talk about the day's plans and what we're gonna have ahead of us. And like they would just be like, "Oh my gosh, this is so hard. The kids are home all day, so I'm a parent, but I'm also a homeschool teacher now. I'm having to relearn algebra and U.S. history." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I totally forgot what it was like to care about your children. That's crazy." Because mine are just people now. Like they're just people. Like there's nothing special about them at all, right? Look, off my insurance, out of my heart. That's not my rule. That's the government. All right, so it's simple. Now my daughter, she lives at home, and that's fun. There's rumors. It's more like she haunts the place, right? Like it's more like sightings. Like I'll just be washing the dishes, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I feel so cold. I can see my breath. Oh, Abigail's in the pantry." And it's weird because it seems like just yesterday I was the cool hip dad dropping her off at middle school. All the friends gather around. "Oh my God, is that your older brother? He's so cute." Like I don't know what they were saying for sure. They were pointing and laughing. Windows were up. I'm going to assume that was what it was. Like fast forward, I'm taking her to her freshman orientation, right? We're in the gymnasium at the high school, signing up for yearbooks and whatnot. And I look around and I realize not a lot of parents, just a bunch of free-range children roaming around. And I was like, maybe I should be a little more sensitive to my daughter's new station in life, right? I'm like, "Hey, is it cool that I'm here? I'm going to go wait in the car, and if you need to check, you just text me. I'll slide it under the gym door." She's like, "No, Dad, it's totally cool that you're here." And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah, totally cool." She's like, "Oh, but just so you know, I've been introducing you as my mom's boyfriend." I said, "Well, trust me, Dad, it's cooler. No one's married anymore." I'm like, "Hey, this is your big day. I'll play along." I said, "What we're doing is, why don't we tell your art teacher that your mother and I are in an open relationship? Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. Let's get you a B-. I know what I'm capable of." My son's different though. Like he moved out of the house when he was about 24, right around pre-pandemic. But I remember he wanted to come home and visit one time during the holidays. Like he texted my wife and I like, "Hey, you want to come visit for the holidays? It'd be great." We're like, "Yeah, why don't you come on down? It'd be great." And he's also, "Cool if I bring a guest." We're like, "Probably not a good idea." Fauci said we have to keep our bubbles tight, so I've been doing Kegels all day, so I don't really think it's a great idea. And he says, "Well, it's my new girlfriend. She's really special. I'd like for you to meet her." We're like, "Hey, that'd be great. Maybe we'll set up a parking lot visit." But he's like, "No, it'd be great if we just have her come over." I said, "We'll think about it. We'll really think about it." I said, "Okay, well, please, if you change your mind and you do want her to have her come over, I'm just going to have to warn you in advance so you don't freak out when you see her." What is this deal here? My wife's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "Any guesses?" I'm like, "God, I hope she's a midget." I just want to be careful. She's like, "You got to find out." And I said, "All right, I'm going to find out what this secret is here." I said, "What's going on here, son? You want to give us a little warning before we get going?" He's like, "All right." He's 24, so she's 42 years old. Yeah, I didn't know you could hear someone leave a group text. And my wife's freaking out. It's like, "No, she can't come over." I said, "Why not?" "So we might know her." I'm like, "That's a really good point." But then she just starts totally freaking out and panicking. She's like, "Oh my gosh, what did we do wrong as parents? I feel like a failure." I said, "Honey, I don't think we did anything wrong. In fact, I think you did something right because you are his type." And that's just something we have to deal with. Hey guys, that's been my time. Good night, everybody. Good night.